How's everybody doing today? This is Chuck from Mining with Uncle Chuck. I hope you're all well. I've received a number of DMs and a lot of comments on the channel from a lot of people just getting into mining and great questions, to be honest. So this episode today is going to be for you. If you're a beginner and just getting into things, I am going to set up this new IceRiver KS0 Pro. It is a Kaspa ASIC miner. Go through the complete process with you. Now, if you're a veteran miner, this might not be the video to watch, but if you're new, we are gonna go through the complete setup. Now, as of today, T-Swift and his devs have got some paid overclocks available for this KS0 Pro. And you can get this thing up to about 360 gigahash, which is absolutely crazy. Now, I don't have the power supply large enough. You needed about a 250 watt power supply. I've got about 180 watts with the upgrades I did to my KS0 for those overclocks. So I've got one on order right now with Amazon. I will put a link down below. If you are interested in the overclocks, you'll be able to reach out and get in touch with T-Swift. Enough said, let's get this IceRiver KS0 Pro set up. Okay, so I've got my new IceRiver KS0 Pro unboxed here. Inside you will find your miner, obviously, and a brick power supply, power cable. You will need a couple other things before you can get up in mining, one of them being a basic Ethernet cable, and I highly recommend you picking up a USB cooling fan. This is made by AC Infinity. I picked it up on Amazon for under 20 bucks. I will put a link down below if you need to know where to pick one up. They simply plug into the front of the miner and they do a real decent job of helping dissipate the heat because these things can get very warm. Similar to the original KS0s I have here, you can see they plug in and the fan sits on the top. And as mentioned, they do a fairly solid job of dissipating the heat. So if you are new to the channel, we have a couple of mining facilities, this one being the smaller. Here now with some juggling around miners is mostly Kaspa miners, whereas the larger facility, we have got the full-size ASICs there as well. Bitcoin mining, Litecoin mining, Cadena, a little bit of everything. Enough said, we are going to move this over to the workbench in the back and get this thing set up. So I've got everything I need on my workbench here to kind of get this thing powered up. So I'm going to start off with my Ethernet cable, which is going up to my router, and I am going to simply plug it into the front of the miner like so. Next thing is to add my USB fan on the top, and I am going to plug it in right here like so. On the AC Infinity fan version, there is a switch, low, medium, and high. I just keep mine on high. We've got our brick power supply here. We're just gonna take the one end here and stick it into the back of the miner like so. And now all we need to do is to plug this thing into a power source. Like so, and hopefully we will get some lights on the front of the miner. The AC Infinity fan is spinning up. We've got lights, and that's pretty much about it. The next step is we're gonna head to the desktop and get logged into the dashboard of the miner and talk about mining pools and getting this thing hopefully up and mining.
So before we get into logging into the dashboard of my new KS0 Pro, I thought I would stop by Mine the ASIC, because this is a great resource if you're looking at what your profitability might be on many of the different top miners that are available right now. At the top here, we've got the most profitable. We'll go down the list until we find our KS0 Pro. If you know what you're paying as far as electrical wise per kilowatt right now, put it in here at the top and you'll get a much better idea of what your profits will be. But based on 10 cents a kilowatt, they're telling us $4.84. That's total income, minus 24 cents electrical, so a profit of $4.60. So some of the other specs, obviously based on the Pro model, is 200 gigahash, approximately 100 watts at the wall. So ridiculously efficient. And I believe if you're thinking about getting into mining, a great starting point. Now, the prior model, the KS0, it was 100 gigahash. Now, there is free overclocks that are available for it, and with some upgrades of your power supply, you could get it up to about 160 gigahash. But the Pro model, 200 gigahash out of the box. Before we get into logging into that dashboard, you are going to need to get yourself an IP scanner. Now, there's a number of them that are out there. So I'm going to first head on over to Advanced IP Scanner's website. This is a good one. And if you're a Windows user, Advanced IP Scanner works well and it's a free download. Now, I'll be clear, there might be one you're already familiar with that you use. Go ahead and use that. I'm a Mac user, so I use one called Thing. It is also free. Well, there's other versions, but the free one works well. So that's what I'm going to use today. So the next step is we are going to scan our home network or office network or wherever your miner is. So I'm in the dashboard of Fing. I've already gone ahead and scanned my network. And what you're looking for is something that's connected that you don't recognize. Now, I have a number of pages here, but we're going to click on page number 2. Now here, I do not recognize this generic. I'm going to click on it and I will copy the IP address here. And this, I'm hoping, is probably my KS0 Pro. I'm going to take this information, paste it into the taskbar of my browser. Click enter, and now we're at the login page for the dashboard of our miner. Under name, you simply want to put in admin, and under password, you want to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Click enter. Now we're logged into the dashboard of our miner. Very easy to navigate around when we're in here. But the first thing we want to do is delete this wallet address and the pool information, because this is the factory addresses for IceRiver. Head up to the left, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to pause the video, delete all this information, and I'll be back with you. Now that we have a clean slate in here, we need to enter in our information. We need a POOL Stratum address, a wallet address, or a username, depending on the mining pool you choose. Where do we get this information? Let's head over to Mining Pool Stats. This is a great website because it has all of the proof of work coins, mineable coins, and the many mining pools that you can mine to. So in the box on the left, you want to simply enter in Kaspa and click enter. Now, you've got a lot of mining pool options when it comes to Kaspa here. Now, I'm going to leave it up to you to do a little bit more of your own homework. Try a few of the pools and find out what's most profitable for you. Kaspa, we're pretty much using Humpool exclusively. Now, other things like Bitcoin, Litecoin, we use via BTC. Now, K1 Pool is good as well. We're going to use that for today's example because if you don't have a wallet address set up with K1 Pool, you can mine to your pool account until you get that set up. So we are simply going to click on K1 Pool. Now here you've got a couple of options. You can just simply put in your email address and click continue and go through that process. Or up here, click on Google if you've got a Google account and log in quickly and you're done. I already have an account, so I'm going to log in real quick myself. Now that you've got your K1 Pool account set up, you want to click up here at the top left on dashboard, and you're going to get to where I am at right now. You'll see this long string of numbers and digits here. This is your wallet address for direct mining to your K1 Pool account. This is the information we are going to enter into the dashboard of our miner where it says wallet address and or worker name. If you already have a wallet set up, you want to come up here to the top right, click on wallets. To the left, you want to click on the drop down box, scroll down until you find Kaspa and click enter. It'll populate down below. Obviously, I've got this all set up because we've used K1 Pool to mine other things. If you already have a Kaspa wallet set up, simply paste it in here to the right and click save. You can adjust your payment threshold on the left if you like. Again, if you don't have a wallet, we're doing this video with direct mining to your K1 Pool account. But you can go to somewhere like wallet.kaspaplanet.io. I'll put that down below and get yourself a very basic wallet. Click create wallet, go through the process, but I highly recommend that you get yourself a hardware wallet, something like the Tangem 2.0. Now, I did a video a few weeks ago on a complete setup. I was actually a new user to Tangem. I really like mine. Again, I've got a coupon code. If you're interested, just put in Uncle Chuck, you'll get 10% off, but you don't need that to get up and been mining with K1 Pool. So let's head back to the dashboard of K1 Pool. I want you to click on mining pools, scroll down to K heavy hash, click on Kaspa on the right. Now, when we get to the next page, simply scroll down a little bit more, and on the right where it says choose mining server CAS, you see Europe, USA, and China. These are our POOL Stratum addresses, and this is what we're going to enter into the dashboard of our miner. Choose the region that you're closest to. For me, USA, IceRiver KS0, and I'm going to copy the pool information here, and I'm going to head back to the dashboard of my KS0 Pro. On the left, I'm going to paste in this information. We're going to head back to K1 Pool, click on the left to your dashboard. When we get to the next page, or kind of our main dashboard here, our mining pool wallet address, I want you to copy that. We're going to head back to our miner again, and under wallet or worker, we're going to paste in that information. Now, if you have more than one miner, simply you just have to put dot, and I'll just put here KS0 Pro. Password, I will put X. I would recommend putting a second pool stratum address. Sometimes I've seen where there might be an issue with one of the stratum addresses and it will default to the second. If you want to add the second, head back to K1 Pool, go to mining pools, K heavy hash, get back to the same page where we were. Again, I'll just take Europe here. So I'm going to put in this pool stratum address because I've already put in the US one as my main, but I'm going to put in Europe for my backup. Back to the dashboard of my miner, and I'm going to do the same thing here. This time, my backup one will have the Europe stratum address. We'll take this information, I will copy it, paste it in here, put an X for the password, and this way I've got my main server and I have my backup as well. Now you simply want to click Save. Operation successful, click OK. We want to restart our miner. Operation successful. Now I let the miner sit for about 6 minutes or so after I restarted it. So I'm going to click up here to home on the left. And as you can see, we have hash rate. Now don't worry if you don't see hash rate right away. It can take up to 10 minutes, but we see over 200 gigahash. Down here, we see 79 accepted shares. So we are up in mining. That is a great thing. One last thing to check. Let's head back to the dashboard of K1 Pool. So we are looking for our KS0 Pro. We are going to come over here to where it says my work isn't at the top. Here we are, KS0 Pro. We're looking at 230.90 gigahash. So above what we're seeing inside the dashboard of our miner, but typically speaking, you will see mirrored results or very close between hash rate inside the dashboard of your mining pool and the dashboard of your miner. Now, what about purchasing one of these things? Well, prices are crazy high on anything Kaspa right now. I said this a few weeks ago that if the price of Kaspa stayed up, miner prices would follow. So all the resellers are gouging right now. And let's just drop by over to IceRiver. Well, they've got no availability at the moment. We'll take a quick look at Crypto Miner Bros. Now, if you want to get one today, you're looking at $1,049. And originally, I think I pre-ordered mine for about $420. If you want to look at end of December delivery, $849. So prices are high on everything Kaspa straight across the board. The KS1s, 2s, 3s, and then the Antminer KS3s. The prices are up anywhere between $1,500 to $2,000 over the last few weeks here. So that's it for today's video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, you like the video, and I'm going to be back with you soon. Now, if you choose to stay and use K1 Pool, I've got a referral code down below that's going to help you on your mining pool fees, and it'll help the channel out as well. Peace out.